My name is Bagus Setiawan from Management. I will presentation for travel regulation. 1. The purpose of the present circular is to provide staff member with detailed information on official travel, which is governed by the provisions of Administrative Instruction ST/AE/2013/3 as amended on official travel, or as supersede, and to familiarize staff member with the application of the Amuja travel module for official travel. Categories of traveler. 2. For the purpose of the present circular, the category of traveler are: A. Staff member, traveler who hold a letter of appointment under the United National Staff Regulation and Staff Rules for a temporary, fixed term, continuing, or permanent appointments. B. Other traveler. This category of individuals include, but it is not limited to family members of staff member, United National officials, other than secretariat staff members, members of organs of subsidiary organs of the United National, participants in advisory meetings, consultants, individual contractors, United National volunteer, and uniformed personnel. Primary consideration regarding whether face-to-face contact is required. 3. Prior to initiating official travel, staff member and other traveler, if applicable, in coordination with program managers or Amuja travel and shipment approvers, must explore and confirm that direct face-to-face contact is indeed necessary. That's all other alternative methods, such as video conference, audio conference, or other remote business methods, have been carefully reviewed, and we found not to be effective, and that physical travel is therefore necessary. Only is physical travel is indeed required should and Amuja travel request be submitted. Authorization for official travel. 4. Staff members shall be responsible for ascertaining that they have to provide authorization before commencing travel, prior to raising a travel request. Staff member and other traveler, if applicable, must submit a corresponding absence request in the Amuja Employee Self-Service Time Management Module and obtain approval from their program manager. Trips that do not require the creation of a travel request prior to departure. 5. A travel request is not required to be created in Amuja by the traveler prior to departure if the following 4 conditions are met. A. No more than 3 nights of daily subsistence allowance or mission subsistence allowance will be claimed by the traveler. B. No travel advance is requested by the traveler. C. The mode of travel does not include passage on a commercial aircraft, train, bus, or ferry purchased by the organization in advance. D. No personal defecation in being requested. Purchase of tickets. 6. All travel agents or travel management companies shall be contractually obligated to provide the most economical ticket available in accordance with United National policies at the time of purchase. Advanced purchase of tickets. 7. Staff member or travel administrators are required to provide a justification in Amuja for travel requests submitted less than 21 calendar days in advance of the commencement of travel. The travel and shipment approval is responsible for viewing the justification provided and seeking additional information and or clarification if deemed necessary. Medical clearance. 8. Prior to the start of travel, it is the traveler's individual responsibility to obtain the required medical clearances with the healthcare management. Security clearance. 9. It is the traveler's individual responsibility to obtain the required security clearance prior to the commencement of all travel. Discounted aircraft and travel on United National aircraft. 10. Discounted aircraft include restricted fares and travel on so-called cost carriers are considered in the determination of the most economical routes. Deviations for personal convenience from the approved routes, mode of transportation of standard of accommodation. Staff member must indicate to themselves or their eligibility family member their intends to deviate for reason of personal convenience from the approved mode, that's routes or standard of accommodation when submitting of a travel request in Amuja. Travel on training. To ensure the correct application of the travel policy, all traveler whose travel is related to training must indicated in the comments section of the travel request whether they are traveling as trainer or trainee. This annotation will be validated during the travel and shipment approval process. Reimbursement of expenses during forces stoppers. There is no entitlement to DSA for travel time on home leave and family visit. Actual cost for meals, accommodation, and incidental not exceeding the corresponding portions of the established DSA rate for the location and reimbursable for an authorized unavailable staffer while on home leave to family visit. Terminal expenses. Staff members are reimbursed terminal expenses for transportation between the airport or other point of arrival or departure and the hotel or other place of dwelling. Miscellaneous travel expenses. Section 10 of the instruction contains a list of the categories of non-receptive expenses under $20 that may be reimbursed where authorized. Lump sum option for travel on home, leave, family visit, or education, then travel. Staff members who wish to exercise this option should indicate the travel request in Amuja at least 2 months in advance of the anticipated departure date and request information on the amount of the lump sum. Travel documents. It is the traveler's responsibility to ensure that all request travel documents are valid and accurate and to obtain the necessary visa for the destination, transit, stop, and return travel where applicable prior to departure. Domestic travel conditions during the COVID-19 pandemic, vacation, and PCR test. The task force for the acceleration of handling COVID-19 has issued the first and second addendum for holding COVID-19 number 21 of 2021 concerning provisions for travel of domestic people during the pandemic. There have been several requirement updates made specifically for the transport. This article has been published on tribunews.com with the title Domestic Travel Conditioning During the COVID-19 Pandemic, Mandatory Vaccine and PCR Test, update November 21, 2021. From and to area outside Java and Bali, as well as PPKM level 1 and 2. 1. Air. Negative result of the PCR test whose sample are taken within a maximum period of 3 by 24 hours. Negative rapid test antigen result whose sample are taken within a maximum period of 1 for 24 hours before departure. 2. C. Negative result of the RT-PCR test whose samples are taken within a maximum period of 3 for 24 hours. 24 hours. Negative result of rapid test antigen whose sample are taken within a maximum periods of 1 for 24 hours before departure. 3. Land. Private or public vessel. Negative result of the RT-PCR test whose sample are taken within a maximum periods of 3 for 24 hours. Negative result of rapid test antigen whose sample are taken within a maximum periods of 1 for 24 hours before departure. 4. Crossing. Negative result of the PCR test whose sample are taken within a maximum periods of 3 for 24 hours. Negative rapid test antigen result whose sample are taken within a maximum periods of 1 for 24 hours before departure. Intercity trains. Negative results of the PCR test whose samples are taken within a maximum periods of 3 for 24 hours. Negative rapid test antigen result whose sample are taken within a maximum periods of 1 for 24 hours before departure. And don't forget to always use the government's application suggested by Peduli Lindungi, mandatory because it can be a conditionist, mandatory because it can be conditions for traveling outside or within the city. Thank you for this presentation.